Welcome to a very special episode of Talking Metaverse presented by Immersal. With Immersal this time, we have three of our favorite people. And first I gotta ask Antti, what is with your shirt? Please explain.
We were going to this fair and we ordered a couple of shirts and nobody noticed that this shirt is missing the L. So it's a rare piece. I only noticed it after the show, the whole fair thing. So I hope nobody noticed, or nobody at least, had the guts to tell me that, it looks kind of weird, that shirt. But that's the thing. So I'm wearing this. This is the only one of a kind.
That is super limited edition. You need to autograph it. So, yeah. Can I start with just a 1 or 2 sentence introduction, a round of introductions? So, Matthias, can you describe yourself and what you do at Immersal?
Yeah, my name is Matias Koski and I have been part of Immersal family now almost 9 months, and I'm taking care of our sales and partnerships across the world. That's it, shortly.
And where are you right now?
I'm based in Hong Kong. I just came back from Singapore and I have to stay 3 days in hotel quarantine. So I get out by Saturday.
And is that because you're coming from Singapore, or is that anyone coming from anywhere?
That's just anyone coming from anywhere. So basically, if you want to visit Hong Kong, you have to stay 3 days in hotel quarantine. It's going to change in some point.
Okay, Mikko, would you like to give a brief introduction about yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Mikko Karvonen, one of the co-founders, and been with Immersal for 6 years. And my official title is Chief Product Officer, but I'm doing a lot of different things. But I guess mainly software development and coding the SDK and doing some integrations and so forth. And I'm based in Helsinki, Finland.
Cool.
And
thank you.
At home, remotely working still.
Good life. And Antti, what about you?
Yeah, my name is Antti Pehkonen. I work as a software developer at Immersal, mainly on the client side. My background is in industry, industrial domains, mainly in maritime, sensors, visualization, autonomous shipping. That's and yeah, real-time 3D graphics. That's what I've been up to.
Okay, so can I ask, who can describe what Immersal does in 1 sentence?
Good question.
We change lives.
Oh.
In a good way. In a good way.
I don't know. Visual positioning system on steroids.
I suppose I'd go for we provide localization in a GPS denied environments more accurately than a GPS, also in a GPS available environment. So localization, that's what we do.
So basically we are building GPS 2.0.
I love that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. It
Next
started
generation GPS.
Yeah.
And I might add that localization means the same as visual positioning in our case.
Yeah. And let me build on top of that. The localization there, like with GPS, it needs a sensor, and we're using cameras as sensors, and the availability of these cheap sensors, cameras, makes it really awesome. So you can create a localization system really with cheap sensors, basically.
Yeah, and I think most people think of us as an augmented reality company, but our core technology can be used for other use cases as well, such as self-navigating robots, which I actually saw last week using our tech, which was super cool. And well, self-driving cars, for example. Basically, anywhere where you need exact positioning.
Cool. I mean, as an Immersal partner, I'm extremely excited about this technology because, like you said, visual positioning. We can position ourselves visually, and the camera is the eye that makes the visual map. So I'd like to ask you, what excites you about, like, why is this exciting to you about the work that Immersal is doing? Like, is there a bigger reason why? Well, I'll start with Matthias. Why is this going to change lives for the better?
Because it makes life much easier. So let's say so one of our customers is creating like maps for blind people or like people who use wheelchair. So by using our tech, they can choose the best route for themselves. And kind of like with GPS, you don't have this possibility, basically. And if you go to like some underground places, you don't have GPS over there. So you have to always rely on something else. So that's why we are kind of like making life much easier. And especially for me, not yet, but when I'm older, so in Hong Kong, like moving around is really difficult because we have lots of stairs everywhere and only limited amount of elevators. So kind of like in Hong Kong, it really makes sense. But if you go to, let's say, in Antti's hometown, Toijala, so I guess it's quite flat. So moving around is much easier. So then we have like different problems in different places.
And so, Mikko, is there a big reason why you wanted to co-found this company? What excites you about this technology?
Well, we've spent the past few years working on the best spatial mapping and localization platform, and we're working on the core technology. And I'm super excited to see what our users are going to do with it, because the possibilities are endless. Even like you can do so many different things, like in entertainment, but also as Matias mentioned, more like serious things and that will help people. And yeah, I'm excited to see what's coming out based on our technology, because we as a core tech company, we don't have time to do the, well, actual applications that exploit our tech.
You can think about like phones example. When you send your wife to local Best Buy or Gigantti and they will buy a phone, they never know what is inside of the phone. So it's the same thing for us. When like there's some use cases in the market, they never know that actually this use case is powered by Immersal. So we are kind of like Immersal inside.
And Antti, do you have anything to add about what excites you the most about the work Immersal is doing?
I do. Well, first and foremost, why I love Immersal is the team that we have here. We got, I suppose, the smartest people in the world to build this type of technology, and the technology that we're building is best in the world. So it's an awesome company to work in. But why I love to work on this tech is that I love the idea of having a digital world or representation of the world in digital form, and combining that with the real world, like overlaying those two. And now we're, I suppose, talking augmented reality. It has a lot of untapped potential. You guys mentioned already some really cool use cases. I won't go into the details there. I mean, on our way to the metaverse, if you will, there are many steps that we can take in between where we can still like create value. We don't know the use cases yet. And like Mikko mentioned, we're building the core tech and allowing other people to build on top of that. So I'm amazed what our users are building already now. And I'd say we're in the beginning.
With our tech and augmented reality, we could even add the L on your shirt.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
And also, I'd like to congratulate Antti for being the first person to mention the word metaverse in this conversation.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So
Mr.
yeah, I want to ask you.
Someone had to do it. Someone had to do it.
Well, I've spoken to Matthias about this a couple of times, and I've also spoken to Mikko separately. Why do you think it's a buzzword, Mikko? You're not too in love with the word metaverse.
Well, I think like many people don't really understand what it means, but they want to use it for whatever they're doing, and maybe they're right. Maybe it means different things, and like XR, what we are doing is one, in my opinion, necessary building block for metaverse. But there are, of course, other aspects like crypto and whatever, and Web3. So all these combined will probably be the metaverse, and I think we don't know yet what it's going to be. Future will tell. So yeah. I do see ourselves as a metaverse company, yes, but I still.
You want to hold back on overusing the word.
I don't want to overuse the word before we actually know what it means. But I've been watching. Actually, Tan, I've been watching your past episodes of this podcast, and I now understand better what it means and what it means for different people, and that it can mean different things for different people.
And Matthias, when you talk about sales and when you face customers, how often do you use the word metaverse?
It depends so much about the content. So it's kind of like easy to understand. Like if you're a customer, they pretend that they understand what it means. But if I say like, we do spatial mapping and visual positioning for everyone, everywhere, on every device. Customers are kind of like distracted.
What now?
And then when I start to say something else, they are not listening at all because they are still thinking, what the hell that guy meant? So sometimes it's easier to say that, yeah, we enable metaverses for everyone, everywhere, on every device. Then it's kind of like the message is like easier to understand. But of course, when I meet like one of our partners who are creating some kind of like use cases based on our tech, I don't use word metaverse. Because they know what we are doing, so I can speak with the right words.
So Antti, do you think the word metaverse is correctly defined by the majority of people?
I don't think so. I don't think. Maybe there could be some visionaries that have an idea what metaverse will be, but I certainly don't know what it is or what it will be. I, of course, have my own definition, but I think it's like a loose term of a direction towards we can all move. More important than the destination, like what will the metaverse be, or are the steps that we take in between, and there we can already achieve
the journey.
Yeah, I mean, we can achieve quite a bit on the way there. So what will be the metaverse? I don't know. There are some cool things being thrown around. But the time frame, I'd say, let's talk again in 10, 20 years and see what became.
That long?
I think so, yeah. I think it's going to take a long time, but there's going to be steps in between that we can all be excited about.
If it's going to be the next internet, it can take some time to develop.
At least like one thing what is sure is that there won't be only one metaverse. There will be several different metaverses, I would say. And no kind of like, there won't be like only one player who can own the whole metaverse. Even though Meta might want to do it, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, then my question is always, can you call it metaverse if there is multiple? Because you cannot say there are different internets. There's only one internet.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So can we call it really a metaverse unless there is one? That, I don't think it can be answered.
Define one.
Okay.
There are blocked networks as well. I mean, like private.
Like China.
Yeah. They're like interconnected networks. So maybe metaverses could be interconnected also. So they could share some sort of API to talk to each other.
Now this is too technical discussion. Ben got confused.
But I was coming just from a linguistic language point of view. Even if China has a separate... We don't say, I'll see you on Chinese internet. We still say, it's internet.
Yeah.
Right?
I suppose you could abstract it to that. Yeah.
We're not currently on Finnish internet. We're just on the internet.
I suppose. Yeah. You see three guys nodding. Good stuff, Tan.
All right. So before we wrap up, I would love to hear what you guys are what are you excited about right now in terms of technology, in terms of the near future in general?
I'm curious what Apple will do in terms of metaverse or XR in general, because they have been very quiet. There's lots of rumors what they will do or what they will not do. But then I think we will see in next maybe 18 months what's the plan of Apple.
They keep teasing you. They keep dropping little hints.
Yeah, and some patents and so on. So.
And WebXR settings in iOS hidden somewhere.
Because like because like if you think about our business, so there's basically like two key players in the market, Immersal and Google. And I'm thinking like, is Apple going to also create something what we have been doing? I don't know.
What about Mikko and Antti?
Well, was this an AR-related question or in general?
Well, do you have something you're generally more excited about than AR?
Yeah, like your hobbies or something like that.
I'm a tech fanboy, so I get interested in all the new stuff easily, but I don't know, maybe food tech, how to feed the people without destroying the planet. That's important.
Yeah, good call.
I'm super interested in that. I've been reading Singapore, in fact, Matthias, you probably know, opened the first synthetic meat restaurant in Singapore.
Ah, cool.
So that's exciting.
I have to go there next time.
You got to check it out.
Yeah.
I just heard that they're pushing out artificial milk as well, which sounds cool. I don't know, we got soy milk and oat milk and whatnot, but I don't know what that artificial milk is going to be like.
Now the word
real milk, but artificial.
But the word artificial, Matthias, if you remember the conversation that me and you had with Jenya, I loved it because he was saying he doesn't draw the line for the metaverse at wearing 3D goggles. There's no line. The same way, why is artificial milk artificial? If we go deep enough, it's all made of the same particles, really.
Yeah.
The same molecules.
Exactly.
Augmented
good
milk.
Boom. Buy the domain now.
Yeah.
Okay, Antti.
Yeah, you guys went with some specific ones. At the time of the recording, now that we're recording, AI has been in the news quite a bit. Like, what's it called? Mid-Journey? Basically using AI for creative purposes. And that's cool. I'm really kind of looking forward to what can be achieved there. And of course, then there's that love of mine for robotics, autonomous robotics. So that's something I'm always keeping an eye on.
Exciting. We need to talk more about this, but I'll end this one right here.
I also want brain-controlled computers.
Brain-controlled computers. So Neuralink is already happening.
Yeah, but exactly like, let's see, if you make music with computers and you could actually imagine how you want it to sound without using all the plugins and using a ton of time to do that, it would be so cool.
Just hear it in your ears.
Just think about it and it's there.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I imagine even using computers when the computer could kind of predict that what are you thinking, or the moment that you think that I need to click this, it just kind of brings it there or just clicks it for you. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be.
Whenever we have these kind of conversations, I'm just reminded we already have that. The simulation has already built imagination in us. And now we're going in the next loop. Using our imagination, we're trying to simulate imagination.
That's a bit meta, but hey, this is talking metaverse.
There you go.
Yeah, I think it's just another level of human-machine interface. So basically how a person can interact with the machine. I suppose the next step out of that, or like after that, would be that to basically have the computer read your thoughts in such a manner that it could maybe even aid you in creating something.
All right, we need beer to continue this conversation. So I'm going to end it right here. Thank you to all you guys. And we're going to do this again soon.
Sure. Nice talking to you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for organizing.
All right.